Good morning, pilgrims. It is day 4 on the Via de la Plata, and today we have a long day. How long is it? Well, it is 34 kilometers. Which way is the Camino? The Camino is that way. I had a great night's sleep last night. I definitely needed that private space to rest. I feel a lot better after that fever that broke. I went to sleep at 11 o'clock after finished editing the video and posting it. And this morning I woke up at, what was it, like at 6? I keep waking up like with a jolt, but I still laid in bed for a while. And at 7 a.m. I headed out to the only bar that's open in town, where I saw a bunch of other pilgrims, congregating before today's stage. We're going to Monesterio. Yes, we are. I don't need any supplies because there's a town like 14 kilometers from here, so if 34 is too much for you, you can cut it in half, and then tomorrow get into Extremadura. But today is the day. Yes, it is. It's still cold. Last night I had the fan at 30 degrees Celsius blasting the whole night non-stop, and I still needed a blanket. It's cold. It is cold, and the farther up north we go, I think the colder it's gonna get. So yeah, Plaza de Toro, man. That's one of the highlights of the day. We also have a couple of castles.
This vlog and this series are brought to you by Garcia Dreams. Together, we build a better future.
And we have started cutting through the local finca, seeing the farm life. And they ask you, of course, to close the gates as soon as you close them because there are, animals on the loose. I saw for the first time the pigs from where the local ham comes from. I've seen them so much on all the videos, and they're world famous, so it was nice to see them. We started climbing already. Not too bad. It's about 50 meters over 1.5 kilometers. But today, just like yesterday, we're gonna go over a few hills. I don't think we have a major climb like the one at the end of yesterday's stage. So if there's a town 14 kilometers away, why am I doing a 34 kilometer day? Well, for two reasons. The main one, I'm doing 2,000 kilometers. I'm doing the equivalent of the Via Francigena in 2018 over 89 days. So my time is limited, and I had to just do the planning accordingly. And two, here on the Via de la Plata, the stages are either super short or long. It's up to you. I've been building up to this moment, and today is not gonna be my longest day. I think my longest day will be 37 kilometers, closer to 40. And now I'm hoping that it's in La Meseta, where it's flat in Castilla y León. But as always, I'll cross that bridge once I get there. Cool morning. I took off my down jacket already and my gloves. My lips are starting to crack. My lips always crack when I'm here in Spain in the springtime. And then I get used to it and everything goes away. As I mentioned before, at the beginning of the trips, man, the adaptation process over the first week, physically, mentally, leaving the old world behind, adjusting to the new one, I love it. It forms part of the journey, and every single time I kind of see the same template taking place. So I kind of know what to expect already. What I didn't expect was so many pilgrims, I was gonna say henros. I've talked to people that were giving me advice when I was getting ready for this trip, and they would tell me that they would see mostly at tops 5 pilgrims per stage. So the fact that I've been seeing more, it goes to show you how people are looking for alternative routes other than the Camino Frances, since it's becoming so popular. But there's a reason for that, of course. All right, guys, let's start climbing. Let's take this off so you can see my face while I speak. Oh man, it is cold and windy. That's why I brought out the cover, the face cover. And you know, I've been getting a little sunburned. Yesterday I didn't wear it as much, and on cloudy days the UV still goes through the clouds. So since we're about to leave Andalusia behind, we can talk a little bit about the different stages on this journey. And this brings me back to the Shikoku Henro in Japan, because there they have it perfectly laid out. They have 4 different stages of the Shikoku Henro, 4 different prefectures. Here in the Villa de la Plata, we have 4 different autonomous regions, starting with Andalusia, where we are right now, followed by Extremadura, then Castilla y León, and finally Galicia. So the first stage in the Shikoku Tokushima, that is the awakening. Andalusia, where is the honeymoon period. You're everywhere you look, just looks amazing. I mean, just look at this behind me. And you're bumping into the walls. Then we enter the second stage of the journey, the ascetic training in Koshi, or here will be Extremadura. This is where we learn the routine, where we're finally getting our pilgrim's leg. We're meeting the people, we're creating the families along the way. Today I've seen, how many so far? 3 pilgrims. I know there's another one in front, that's 4, and there's probably a few behind. The third stage of the journey in Shikoku will be Ehime, or the enlightenment, which will be Castilla y León over here. This is what we have already learned the tricks of the trade, and we're implementing it, and we're finding what it is that we're here for. The final stage, Galicia, or what was it? Kagawa in Japan, that will be Nirvana. And I'm looking forward to that state of mind once we enter Galicia, which you guys know I love so much. All right, let's get into town and have that mid-morning snack. But I don't want to leave this place. I mean, look at this. I think I chose the perfect time to do this. I can deal with the cold weather. In fact, I prefer it this way. I was not aware that we had a climb, and a massive one, about 500 meters of elevation that we had to get to. Steep, just as steep as it was yesterday. But then, you know, the horses were there waiting for me to welcome me to the top to enjoy the views of the valley down below, and also the town where I'm heading right now for a mid-morning snack. I can see it way out there in the distance. I'm still like 4 kilometers away. And what else? Saw a couple of guys jogging up here, and I see an old-timer up ahead. Wow, what a morning has this turned out to be. Check out the castle right there behind me. I'm here in the main square, and here's a little tip that I had to give you that I don't always follow myself. But the first bar that you see in town is not always the right one. I went to the first one, and there were a few pilgrims in there, and the guy at the counter just ignored me the whole time. I had him face to face. He was on his phone scrolling, and I just picked up and left. And thank God for that, because I made it to this bar right here across from the church, and the food in there was incredible. I had toast with ham and cheese and a café con leche, and it was just incredible. So the next spot to get a bite to eat is like 10 kilometers away at a service station. So right now, let's just leave the last town in Andalusias and head over to Extremadura. I love the town, man, and I love that castle up there. There's a second castle once we make it to the other side. Let's go. And just like that, after that river crossing, we have entered the autonomous region of Extremadura, the land of extremes. And what a way to be welcomed by those Turks atop the second castle. That's right, not just one, but two castles here at the border, which is just so symbolic and so nice to see. 20 kilometers to go. That's right, 20 kilometers. And it is 1 o'clock already, meaning that I'm running late. And today I need to do laundry. Yes, sir, because I didn't do it yesterday and I only have 3 sets of clothes. But I think the place where I'm staying, at least from what I saw on Gronce, they have a washer and a dryer. Wow. All right, so 10 kilometers to the service station where I could have a snack, not lunch. I think between those two snacks, it would equal a lunch. And then from then on, the remaining of the way, what is it? 10 kilometers more is gonna be following or right next to a major busy road. Yeah, I love it. Look at this place. It actually looks exactly the same. Just as gorgeous, just as beautiful. Let's see, come on sun, come out, hit me in the face because it is so cold today. Gotta love the springtime here in Extremadura. My daily French practice.
Tu visites Bordeaux?
To visit Bordeaux. Are you visiting Bordeaux? ¿Estás visitando Bordeaux?
Aux États-Unis.
Ils vont aux États-Unis. They're going to the United States. Ellos van a Estados Unidos.
J'aime la plage.
J'aime la plage. I like the beach. Me gusta la playa.
Visitons le Mexique.
Nous visitons le Mexique. Yeah, we're visiting Mexico.
Ils veulent une pizza.
Ils veulent une pizza. They want a pizza. Ellos quieren pizza.
Les églises de Paris.
Les églises de Paris. The churches of Paris. Las iglesias de Paris.
C'est un pays.
C'est un pays. It's a country. Es un país.
Paul aime voyager.
Paul aime voyager.
Joe aime la France.
Dieu aime la France. Got it. I think that's enough for today, right? Yeah. Just passing the time, man. Listening to audiobooks, practicing French for the next trip after this one. And just feel like I'm finally finding myself out here and enjoying the countryside. Trouble is brewing in the horizon. I can see the clouds rolling in. I don't think it was supposed to rain. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after that. I'm on my own. After the town, I haven't seen anybody else. When I was at the bar, I met a German that has done this already, and he was gonna stay there because he liked the town. And tomorrow he'll do this stretch, this 20-kilometer day. So, you know, you could do that. You can make it easy on yourself and just do short stages, which is better, I would say. Just get here, immerse yourself in the culture on this Camino, and enjoy it, because soon you will be back home wishing you were right here, right? I know that. I know it for a fact. 3:30 in the afternoon, and I made a quick stop at this busy service station next to the highway. Everybody's looking at me like I'm an alien from another planet, but that is to be expected. Wow, Ferrari, nice. 9 kilometers to go, and now we're gonna follow this road all the way to Monesterio. I saw a pilgrim leaving this place as soon as I arrived, so I think now everybody's ahead of me, and that's the way I like it, because I'm on my own the whole time. All right, let's follow those yellow arrows, probably under that overpass. You know, we gotta get to the other side somehow. I didn't know I had to do a 200-meter climb at the end of the stage. Oh my God, I'm beat. Now I know why people divide the stage in half. After the service station, it's just been a constant climb for 9 kilometers. Woo, at the end of the day, yay. Today I'm feeling it. It's 5:11 already, meaning that I'm gonna get to the Albergue around 5:30. Wow, man, what a day. What a day. Let's go. Look at this place. It just keeps getting better and better. All right, here we are in the room at the Municipal Albergue, which was 1.5 kilometers away from the city entrance. Just when I thought I was there, no, there was still more. So it was a 36.3 kilometer day with 1,027 meters of elevation gain. That was a good one. That was a good one. The place is fully packed with all the pilgrims that I've seen over the last few days and new ones, because I'm sure there are people here that only did half the stage. The lady at the front desk was super helpful. I told her I need to do laundry, and she's like, there's 3 people in front of you. And I'm like, I have to do laundry. So it's €6 for that. I just took a shower because I have a private room, but I'm sharing the bathroom with the guy or the girl next door. And yeah, gear explosion here. Check this out. Can you believe that I have a fan? I'm saving that one for May. What else? What else? There's my backpack. Laundry. Let's do it. The lady also told me that there's a place not far from here that is, they have great food. It's like, what do you call that? Asado? Barbecue? I don't know. She said they cook the meat in front of you. So, let's see what to do. I gotta give her my clothes, put everything here to charge, and then what time is it already? 6:15. So maybe wait until 7:30 before I head over. It's so cold right now. It's like 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's cold. And I'm gonna do laundry. So that means I don't have my pants. I have to go in shorts and flip-flops. That's how it goes. Better than 40 degrees Celsius or like 105. That would be brutal. I got an extra blanket. Check this out. I've never seen this before. I have like a 2-step bed over here. Lower bed, upper bed, which is the one I got right next to the window. So it's probably gonna be colder than this one, but I don't fit in that one. Let's go. What a day. What a day.